Oh. Uh, hello. What's that? Black dot. It's bloody cold here, I think. But in actual fact, it's actually outside. It's a bit mild. They're saying this coming weekend. Let me take these headphones off. This coming weekend. It's going to turn colder, but it is late November. People here at the court have been saying, "Oh, it is cold." I said, "What do you expect for late November? Bloody heat wave." The lady said, "Oh, I'm sorry I spoke." Well, it's late November, isn't it? You're not going to get a heat wave this time of the year. Yeah, I've still got this crappy old webcam. But actually, on Skype, I use it. Who's that? Oh, Sam. Oh, there already. Joey, hiding behind his mirror. Yeah, on Skype, online to Beijing, China, it's a perfect picture. So why isn't it on here? I've got a big scarf on, Doctor Who scarf, quite long. You can wrap it around your neck. I haven't put the central heating on. No, can't afford to. I've got my big yellow coat on, big orange coat on. You were just checking YouTube and I popped up. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Yeah, and it's good to see you, mate. Although I don't see you. Anyway, good to hear from you. Yeah, nobody else will join us. Well, I don't know. I better type something. Yeah. So what's happened here? Lady died. What? What do you mean fat, ugly face? Who said you got a fat, ugly face? No. Not bad looking for your age. Well, look at me, 80. And today I received my free television license, but this time next year, the government, the BBC, are ending free television licenses for the elderly. Yeah, but I'll be alright because I'm on pension credit. But a lady friend, user Suzanne, said that her father's 96 and next year he's going to have to pay for a television license. That's outrageous. Well, my telly's never on. I'm always on this computer. The only time that television goes on is when my son Andrew visits. Yeah, so the BBC, and it's all the licenses for the BBC. All the other channels, ITV, Channel 4, and loads of them, they're all independent and they get the money from adverts. But the BBC get the money from the government, and the license. All you're doing is paying for the BBC, and the standard of programs on BBC is crap. I might put the telly on if something major happens. There is something coming up which I dare not talk about. It's very controversial. It will be court case that's coming up, and it will be in a Crown Court. And I said, go onto the Nottingham website, but I better not say any more. No. So I will then put the telly on. Well, that's all I'm going to say about that. You probably want to know, but you're not going to hear it from me. So I'm lucky that I'm on pension credit, and I will be 81 next year. And if I weren't on pension credit, it means that I would have to get a television license. Well, I wouldn't. I'd get rid of that telly. I say to Andrew, sell it, because we bought it new some time ago. I can't watch live television on the computer, so I wouldn't need a license. But no, I'm all right because I'm on pension. Yeah. I worked hard for what I get now. Yeah. Well, no, what? I mean, I used to like to watch Simon Cowell's programs, Britain's Got Talent, and The X Factor. But songs to sing, at my age now, it's not my style. I'm an old fogey, and I'm an old romantic. The American folk singer Tom Paxton. Someone's probably going to say, oh, he's never heard of him. No. But Tom Paxton, wonderful voice. He's got these videos on YouTube. In fact, I put some on my timeline. And he's now still going, yeah. And he's in his 80s. And his voice is as good as ever. And he's a great guitarist. So I don't understand why this picture is so bad. When on Skype, let me see if I can. On Skype, it's a perfect picture. No. So, Ian Rowley, I think, comes on occasionally. And I think I know who he is. And carries on about the webcam. Well, you'd say, looking at the picture on the screen, that the webcam is crap, but it's not. On Skype, it's perfectly clear. So why isn't it on YouTube? I wonder. Well, Andrew has been here today with my daughter, Anne, and I missed bingo. I didn't get out for bingo because they were here. And no, I can put this on me, but all you get is that lot. Let me put the big light on. Oh, I've got to stand up. It's fluorescent, this coat. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh. This coat's making me look rather large. Bigger than I am. Christ. Turn them UV lights off. No. It's a rubbish picture, but on Skype, it's fine. Yeah, perfect. I've tried turning it. It don't make any difference. Turn it again. No, it's not making any difference, is it? No. Go back. Back a bit more. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Bit more. Oh yeah, that's an improvement. Yeah, that's an improvement, isn't it, Sam? Much better, yeah, it is. But when I go on Skype, I have to alter the camera because anyway, that's not a bad picture now. About the best one I've had when I go live on YouTube, which is not very often. So what's happening here? Mark is still working at a Japanese fish restaurant in Nottingham where they sell sushi and that kind of stuff, raw fish. I wouldn't eat it. No. Raw fish? No way. He didn't go in today. Well, I didn't go down to bingo, as I said, because my two children were here. But Julie said that the company who Mark is working for phoned him. And on the phone, he was saying, I've been sick all day. Julie thought, what? Sick all day? And he's playing bingo. You know, he'll lose that job. In fact, I'm surprised he's been there now over 2 weeks. And yeah, so that's a much better picture, isn't it, Joey? Yes. You're not coming out tomorrow because the cleaner's coming, Sue, to clean this place. So you could stay in your cage until she's finished. And then I'll let you out later. And he sits there, look, listening to me. It's just like some people at your jobs. They don't come in. Joey's quiet. Yeah, well, he always is this time of night because it's now nearly 11:30 at night. It's noisy during the day, and especially when he flies around. But it's too late now. He don't normally come out. When he gets late, he goes in his cage. What else has happened? The eggs are coming tomorrow. I look as though I'm tied up. Let me take this big coat off. It's not that cold. As I say, quite mild. It's going to be a lot colder this weekend. Well, I think I've got a sausage roll in the fridge. Andrew got me earlier. Just got to warm it up in the microwave. Make a cup of tea. And take this big scarf off. I'm not taking it off. Better. It's quite a long lot. You can put a little bit, leave a bit hanging like that, then wrap the lot round your neck. Like that. Once. Wrap it around twice. If I wanted to. And it does keep your neck warm. Because I've got a bit of arthritis in my neck. Peanut butter bread. Oh, we're done. Peanut butter. I asked somebody recently if they've ever tasted peanut butter. It might have been Andrew I asked, and he says, yeah, and he said, don't buy any because you won't like it. So, but I did buy some honey, which I'm not supposed to eat, being diabetic, but every now and again I just have a little bit, because honey is very good for you. You needn't get excited, not this time of night. You're going to bed soon, because I'm turning the lights off when I've had my sausage roll and a cup of tea. I usually wait till midnight, then you get the memories come up. Poor Rebecca in Florida thinks that Joey is getting on wonderful. Mind you, Andrew's brought with him today another huge bags of seed. I said, Andrew, I don't want any more seed. We've got enough fucking seed here to feed every bird in Carlton. But Andrew keeps bringing these big bags of seed over. And there's got vitamins and minerals in the seed. And that's why Joey is very healthy. Aren't you? Yes, he's cocking his head. Because you're listening to me, aren't you? Yeah, he don't make a sound, it's too late. And he looks after well, yeah, he is. The best seed with vitamins and minerals in it. And it's fresh water. And every day he comes out and flies up and down from the lounge into the kitchen and back. He never turns right into the hallway. So, I mean, often I go out, sit outside on my chair, but I don't close the door because Joey has never, ever, since I've had him, when he flies up and down, he never, ever goes through that gap, turns right or left. No, because you're a bit thick, aren't you? Yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You don't turn right or turn left into the hallway where there is the back door. Yeah, I don't know who else are going to join us. Yeah. People will come up with the excuses. Karen, she'll say she was busy or she was out. And plenty of other people on YouTube. If they are subscribed to my YouTube page, Arthur J. Dale, they will be notified that I'm online. But they're probably not interested, so anyway, I've got a better picture anyway. A lot better than it was. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is, well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be extremely wet. We've got another tail end of a hurricane, and there has been flooding in the UK, and over the next 3 days it could get worse. We're okay here at Carlton. We're 80 miles away from the sea. But Venice in Italy, the floods are disastrous. And of course it's climate change. The poles are melting, Greenland's melting, sea levels are rising. Going to be pretty warm here for the next few days. Yeah, that's right. But they're saying this coming weekend is going to turn very cold. But at least we'll lose the cloud and we might even see the sun. And that would be nice, yeah. Because once you get out of the cold wind, as our balcony at the back here is south facing, if the wind's coming down from the north, we're out the wind at the back. You can sit and enjoy the warmth of the sun. Because there is still a bit of warmth in it, but in under a month's time now, 21st of December, we reached the shortest day. A bit different in some parts of the world. And then the sun will start to rise again, because at the moment it's very low on the horizon. It'll get even lower until the 21st of December. And then it will start to rise again to give us a nice warm spring next year and hopefully a nice hot summer. Yeah. In April I'll be 81. Assuming I shall still be around. I suppose I will. My hair's a mess. I stopped the birds from landing on my head. It's made a mess of my hair. Yeah, well, hate winter, you hate winter, Sam. Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody does. It's a miserable time of the year. People going down with colds and sniffles. People get a cold and they say, I've had a touch of the flu. They haven't. You get the flu, you can't get out of bed because your legs collapse under you. Your back's cold 1 minute, then hot the next minute, and it can very easily lead to pneumonia. You've got to stay in bed where it's warm, drink plenty of fluids. Well, we have a flu jab every year, a needle, vaccination against the flu. Well, I last had it about 7 years ago. My doctor said, you don't have the flu jab, do you? I says, no, I don't want it either. Because I've got a very strong immune system. Andrew keeps picking these colds up because, of course, he works in an office. Karen. Oh, hello, darling. I was just talking about you. I was saying that you'll come up with some excuse. But there you are. There you are. Good to have you online, Karen. Yeah, I've got a better picture. I've improved the picture, as you can probably see. I wonder if I could improve it anymore. Let me give it another tweak. Yeah, it's about the best I'll get. It's after 5:30 p.m. Yeah, well, you're same as Sam, who's online at the moment. And he's in America, the same as you are. And I think you're 5 hours behind us, aren't you? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, no. No. You just got home. 6:37 where Sam is. And Karen, you said it's what? 5:30. Yeah. You're in the middle of the country in Iowa. Are you? Iowa. How far are you away from Iowa, Sam? Iowa. Sam's in Pennsylvania. Anyway, I'm doing a quiz again soon for this evening, so I've got to put together 20 general knowledge questions. So my first question, which I should put in the folder on the desktop, who was the first man in space? I'm going to have to look it up, but without looking it up, I think it's Yuri Gagarin, the Russian, who was the first man in space. So that's a good question. Karen has been through Pennsylvania in the diesel truck, have you? Oh. Oh, Sam says that Iowa is a long distance away from Pennsylvania. Yeah. Anyway, rising sea levels is a bit alarming. And with what's happening in Venice, there's two, how can I put it without upsetting Sam? There's two Bible punchers. They call themselves the preachers, the two preachers. They do regular uploads every week. They start off with scenes all over the world, floods and devastation. And then, when they finish showing them, then they turn into the Bible, save yourself, turn to Jesus, turn to God. Well, that's not going to make the bad weather go away. It's not so much global warming, climate change. Poles are melting, all the ice is melting. So whether you believe in Jesus or God, don't make any difference. Karen, your husband hauled swinging meat. Oh, he pulled, meat, beef to New York City. And you lived in the truck and you can't drive. Yeah, well, I've been a driver now over 60 years, Karen. Yeah, I still drive. I should be driving at Christmas when we get a hire car out for a week. because on Christmas Day, we're all going out for Christmas Day meal, including Jeanette, who used to live here, who's moved away. That'll be Jeanette, me, Andrew, Keith, guy on our floor, Mark, Julie. So I've hired a people carrier. He'll be coming back soon. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well. And of course, polar flip. The magnetic poles are now miles and miles away from the actual poles. They're moving away from the actual poles further and further every day. And when they switch, as they often do, after so many thousands or millions of years, well, it could devastate the planet. Yeah. The magnetic poles need to start going back to the actual poles, because you've got the North Pole there, and the magnetic pole has moved down there. It's moving away all the time. Same with the South Pole. It's there. But the South Pole, but the magnetic pole is moving the same as soon. The magnetic poles will be opposite each other near the equator. Yeah, so devastation. Yeah. We should turn to God. Not save us, no. Because if the poles flip, we're all going to die anyway. Yeah. But anyway. Well, yeah, the lady that died here, Teresa, old lady on the top floor, she died in hospital. So her family will clear the flat. It will be cleaned out and offered to a new tenant, who will no doubt move in with a car. Not enough room in the yard for the tenants that's got cars at the moment. And if they let another new tenant move in, he's got a car, where the others are going to park it? I mean, I don't know, when I get this car at Christmas, I've only got it hired out for a week, and hopefully I can park in the yard, but I'll probably have to double park. Yeah. Then get up early next morning to move it, to let people out. Karen says it's the only way you can get away. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. It's the only way you can get away from property taxes, is it, Karen? Yeah. Sam says, yeah. Well, we've got underground garages, but this court was built in the 60s, and the cars in the 60s were little minis. And the big cars of today, especially the big American cars, the garages down there, they're not wide enough. You could probably get a car in, but then you can't get out. You can't open the door because they're too narrow. So I think they're on about pulling some of the walls down, but it's underneath. Is it going to weaken the block? Oh dear. I've got a glass of Coca-Cola. I do like Coke. Hang on, let me get it out of the fridge. My legs are bandaged up to the knee, up to my knees, and I go to see Sarah, the nurse, again on Thursday morning, where she'll change the bandages. Coca-Cola. The rain is not good for you, but what the hell? What's it matter at my age? I like it so. And I do have this problem with a dry mouth. It's a medication I'm on. You like Pepsi? They're a bit too sweet, Pepsi, Sam. I prefer Coke. Of course, you're not diabetic, so it don't make any difference to you. Yeah, same as our honey I bought. Mountain Dew. Sam, what's that? Is it a drink? I wake up in the morning, my mouth is terribly dry. Oh dear. But today, I did a big shop at Farm Foods. My son and daughter came over with me. Spent nearly £50. LSD. Mountain Dew flavoured with orange juice. Karen says, is it? Sam's never had it with orange juice. Well, I wouldn't know. I don't know. I've never heard of Mountain Dew. So I did a big shop. All the essentials. New jar of coffee for Andrew. Yellow. But yellow flavoured, orange flavoured yellow drink. Indescribable. Oh, I'm quite happy about the picture. It's not as good as the picture on Skype, but it's as good as about the best I can get. So, there's actually nothing wrong with a webcam. If anything, it's YouTube. Oh, I've took that big coat off. I can feel the cold. What are you looking down there for, Joey? Hey, I can only put the camera on him when I use my mobile, but I can't go live with the mobile. But I can do a video on using the mobile with a much clearer picture, and then upload it to YouTube. It's just not live. Ding, 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 ding. So who else is going to come online? So I've introduced you to Karen and Sam. Yeah, your weather in the USA has been a bit inclement. I do watch the daily uploads done by Ben Davidson, the Suspicious Observer on YouTube. Talks about space and the weather. And I do know that America, some parts of America, your videos are always short, Karen. Yeah, they are. I've noticed that. They're always very short. Why can't you make them last a bit longer? And if I don't sort of comment or reply to your videos, because I'm so busy, I've got people banging videos at me all the time, and I can't answer all of them. I mean, but I do watch, but I might not respond. So don't think I'm ignoring you if I don't respond to your videos, because I sit here, and that's it. I shut my eyes, and I've gone. And 2 hours later, I wake up and think, "Oh, where am I? Oh." So tonight, when I go offline, I must not shut my eyes and fall asleep, Because once I get in my nice warm bed, yeah, me and Sam's always arguing. Some of the things I say to him is not nice, but he's known me that long, he don't take offence. No, because, that's what Rebecca said she likes about me, because I'm straight John Bull, as we say. Straight to the point. Don't bullshit people. And at my age, I don't people give me a load of crap, because I'm not stupid. Well, Sam often sings to me. Because he's tied up with the Catholic Church. Well, I mean, I'm not an atheist, but and I do believe in God. Yeah, but I don't like religion pushed at me, and I don't push religion at people. And as I always say, I've said many times, somebody said to me, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "We all find God in our own way." End of subject. You had a vlog channel, Sam. Yeah, you did. Ministry, yeah, I know. Karen, you hang about in a Baptist church, but not any denomination. Well, Baptist, Catholic, I don't know. What's the difference? I suppose there is. Don't perch on your seed pots. Oi, move. I don't want you shitting in your seed pots. Perch on your perch. Get off the seed pots. Get off the seed pot. Stupid little bastard. You shit in them seed pots. Andrew's only filled them today. You're supposed to sit on your perch, not on the seed pots. Move. No denomination. Yeah. Whatever. I used to be into this spiritualist movement, but now I've lost interest. Sam went to a Pentecostal church. Yeah, well, I don't know much about religion, but I'm not into spiritualism now. I haven't got a car. I can't go to spiritualist churches, and I've been to that many now that there's nothing any medium can tell me that I don't know already. But the doctor said I've got to drink fluids because I'm on these water tablets. Oh, Joey's perked up. Get off that seed pot! Daddy get angry. You shit in that seed pot, you'll be in trouble. Move! Fucking birds doing my head in. All religions, yeah. Wiccans, atheists. Oh, football. Oh, no. It's Karen. Boring. Yeah, Joey's perched on his seed pots that Andrew filled today. And if you shit in them, you'll be in trouble. Uncle Andrew's bought you that seed. So get off your seed pots. Thank you. Oh, I'll put a cover over him. I've got a black towel. He'll think it's bedtime. Well, it is, actually. I was going to do an upload for one of the groups I'm in on Facebook. I'm hopeless at sport. Yeah. Played cricket once and the fast bowler hurled the ball down and I ducked. And the teacher said, "Arthur, Dale, you're supposed to hit the bloody ball. And they put me in goal once, football, and everybody was scoring. I was hopeless. But then I got in the boxing ring, and it was my mate, actually. He got the gloves on, and I did. And he thumped me and knocked me over. Come on, Dale, get up and hit him back. So I got up and threw a punch, missed, and he hit me again. And that hurt a bit. And the third time he hit me, it did hurt, and then I went berserk. And everyone went, "Hey!" I charged him, thumping him, knocked him to the ground. I was on top of him. Teacher was pulling us off. He says, "Come on, this is not wrestling, it's supposed to be boxing." And that was it, the last time I ever went in the boxing ring. What? I'm going to move from them seed pots. Right, I'm going to cover you up. Right. Sam used to play baseball till he got hit in the face. Yeah. Well, that's it, you know. Anybody hurls anything at me, I duck straight away. But you're not supposed to. You're supposed to swing the bat in cricket and hit the ball. So, yeah, I do like cricket, which is a strictly English sport. The Yanks don't understand it. Rebecca's husband, Eric, the big Texan guy, he was saying, "Why do they rub the ball down near the crutch?" You know, I said, "There is a good reason, Eric. Right? They're shining the ball so that when the bowler bowls it, the ball hits the ground and it veers off. They're putting a shine on the ball. And they could rub it any other part of the body, but they tend to rub it down in the crutch." Right, I'm putting the towel over you, you little bastard. Oh, I'll say good night. Then wind this in. You've got me covered up because it's late. It's bedtime. Nighty nighties. That's it. Bedtime for Joey. That's it. Right, he'll go to bed now. What time is it? 23:59. 1 minute to midnight. Yeah, baseball, and yeah, to hit the ball. Yeah, well, I'm no good. I couldn't, as we say, I couldn't catch a pig in an entry. Mind you. Message retracted. How did you do that, Sam? You typed a message and then cancelled it. Oh, it says message retracted. Oh, strange. Nobody else looked. But Shane, who often joins me down in Torquay here in the UK, I put a posting up. I said, I get pissed off for seeing these soppy postings, you know, of children and dogs, and people say, "I bet I won't even get one share." And my answer to that was, fuck off. I share what I want to share, not what other people want me to share. Yeah, and that's it. Plain and simple. Oh yeah, you hit something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will share what I want to share, not what other people want me to share. But you see it every day, you know, there's a photo of a child with Down syndrome, and the words, "I bet I won't even get one share." And You know, emotional blackmail. I don't like it. Your cat walks on a keyboard. Yeah, I think you did a video once about that, didn't you, Karen? Get lighting fag. Cigarettes, I hasten to add. Yeah, well, what the hell difference? But they aren't, they're cheap anyway. Cat plays the piano. What are you on about? Cats can't play the piano. They'll walk up and down the keys, yeah. Can you hear me? I keep sitting back as I am at the moment. So, but I think that mic's working okay. She walks on the keys, yeah. Yeah, you can hear me, yeah. But you can probably hear me clearer when I move a bit nearer the mic. Anyway, Joe's gone quiet because I've covered the cage. Right, so let me warm my sausage roll up that Andrew got me earlier. I don't know about a cup of tea. I'm drinking this Coke. I'm not bothered with a cup of tea. And then go to bed. I better go and put the electric blanket on full. It'll warm the bed up in about 5 or 10 minutes and then turn it down to number 1. Yeah, you can hear me okay. Yeah, well, I've said this before. Here in the UK, you've got a mattress pad eater, have you, Karen? In the UK, there's no other country in the world got as many regional accents. Because here in Nottingham, you know, we've got the East Midlands accent. Code today, ain't it, me duck? And I love Birmingham's accent. I once said to this woman, I love your accent. She says, oh, you must be joking. They go, up at the end. The voice rises. Yeah, she says, you must be joking. And you got the Geordies. I was ganning down the road. This bloke said to a mate, I was ganning down the road. Somerset, oh dear. They refer to inanimate objects as he and refer to themselves as I. They once on the truck, the forklift driver put these pallets on the truck and they're a bit too far forward. So I said to the foreman, can you get the forklift driver to take them 2 pallets off the front and put them on the back? It'll level the load out. And he said to the forklift driver, take it off the front and put it on the back. Yeah. And a driver said to me, the police stopped I today, Arthur. If I'd have said it, I'd have said, oh, the police stopped me today. But they refer to themselves as I. Yeah. And I was doing something on the truck once. And the boss down there said, what are you doing? I told him. He says, oh, a good ideal. I said, no, Mick, it's a good idea. Yeah. He said, good ideal. I said, mate, the words idea and ideal have 2 separate meanings. He says, well, you need to start. Help me duck and all that. I said, yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? But some set people say that, you know. They won't say, oh, yeah, it's a good idea, that. It's a good ideal. You've got a mattress pad heater. What the hell is one of them? You mean the electric blanket, don't you, Karen? Yeah. Mine's on the bed and put it on high for number 3. Because as soon as I switch off this computer off, I go to my iPhone and catch up with Scrabble. There's lots of games there. And I sit and play Scrabble for a bit while the bed warms up. Under you and not over. Yeah, well, of course, electric blanket's under you. It's not over you. It's under the mattress. There's electric blanket, then there's a mattress cover on top of that. and it warms it up. And it's ideal because as soon as I get in bed, it warms me back up. So it's the same thing, Karen, mattress pad heater, same as my electric blanket. It's underneath me. And I shall leave it on number one all night. With number one is the lowest setting. It just keeps the bed nicely warm because with being on water tablets and drinking Coca-Cola like I'm doing, after I've been asleep for 2 hours, I shall wake up wanting to pee. I shouldn't really drink any more of this Coke. I'll have one more little drink and then that must be it. But I shall go for a pee before I go in bed. Your electric blankets are on top of you? Really? Usually? That's weird. I don't drink any more. You don't put electric blankets on top of you. It goes underneath. And you lie on them. Of course, I mean, now the electric blankets are quite safe unless you're incontinent. If you're incontinent and liable to pee in the bed, then you could be in trouble. You could get electrocuted. Well, I'm not that bad yet. Yeah, I'm sure you are telling me the truth, Karen. But I've never heard of electric blankets on top of you. They're underneath. I did have a single one, but when the RAF Association bought me that double orthopedic bed, I bought a double electric blanket. The single one, I gave it to Mark, and I think he still uses it. And this problem Mark's got, smelling like a sewer. I said to him, I'm nearly out of toilet soap, Mark. If you go to the shop, could you bring me some? I said, what toilet soap do you use? And he don't use toilet soap. He uses shower gel. Yeah, I know, Mark. He's got this smell. Joyce telling to said to me all while through he funks. Don't get too close to him, so they don't want to. And he's using shower gel. He's not using toilet soap. Well, I mean, is shower gel as good as toilet soap? I don't know. But with my legs being bandaged up to my knees, I've got these plastic pads which I pull on and it grips around the top of the bandages just below my knee. And I can then have a shower and the bandages don't get wet. But my feet aren't being washed. So before I go to see Sarah on Thursday to change the bandages, I'll get Paul to come in and get some soapy water in a bowl and wash my feet for me. Yeah, I'll pay him, out of my care allowance. Yeah, much better picture, isn't it? It's not ideal, but it's better than it was. So you two, don't look as though anybody else join us. So I think I'm going to end it now. Warm my sausage roll up. And tomorrow, Sue's coming to do my cleaning. Well, the eggs are coming. Paul, yeah. Olives. Oh, God. Who's that? Sam. I've never tasted olives. I don't want to either. I've seen them. I won't buy them. If somebody got some, I might try one. I'll ask Andrew. Yeah, have a good night if I can. Yeah, well, I will, Karen. I've been drinking rather. I can't resist it. But the doctor did say drink plenty of fluids, yeah, but not before you go to bed. But I shall go in the toilet just before I get in bed to empty my bladder. Well, it's a bit indelicate what I'm talking about, but we're all adults, aren't we? What the hell? Something we all do. mean, Donald Trump goes in his toilet for a pee, don't he? Same as Her Majesty the Queen. And Prince Andrew, oh my God, he's dropped a clanger, mixing with the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. And there's a big trouble about it. He's having to withdraw from public duty. We all piss in the same pot, Sam. Yeah, we do. Yeah, take care. Anyway, okay. Bye, Sam, if you're going. Bye. Yeah, Prince Andrew's in trouble. Not a word for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. And all the charities that Prince Andrew's involved with, they're all dropping him. Ignore me. Yeah, so the repercussions are bad. And Andrew dropped a clanger. He's trying to say that he didn't notice anything when he was with Jeffrey. You don't have the TV, so you're not keeping up with the news. Well, the Queen's second son, Andrew, the first one is Charles, of course, who married Diana, who was killed in Paris. There weren't an accident, she was killed. She was going to marry a Muslim, and the royal family can't have Muslims, so they bumped her off. I don't care what they say. And Andrew, Prince Andrew, mixed with Jeffrey Epstein, but he says he didn't notice anything untoward. And he said in this interview that true, Epstein's behaviour was rather unbecoming. The interviewer said unbecoming. He was a sex fiend, or something like that. Yeah. Poor. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Charles and Diana, well, yeah, they had to get rid of her. And I don't like being lied to. We all know she was bumped off in that tunnel where the Mercedes crashed. Why were the cameras turned off? No one's answered that question. They turned all the cameras off. Why? And a fatal accident like that, where 2 people have been killed, you would have thought the tunnel would have been closed all day. But they cleaned it up and reopened it, removing the evidence. Anyway, Karen, I'm going to bed. Are you there? Or have you gone to bed? No? Sometimes it's best to be a nobody. Yeah. Yeah, 99, darling. From me and Joey, who's gone to sleep now because I've covered him up. Let me end the stream. Catch you later, darling. Bye. Come on.